Hi guys, I'm Matthijs. I'm a PPF installer here at MADinc. Recently we worked on this brand new BMW M2 that came in for a full XPEL Stealth PPF installation. The most important part of any rep is the preparation. Preparation is key, we say here. The washing is quite an extensive process that takes about an hour and a half. We wash the car very thoroughly just to make sure that there is no contaminations left, and when we install the rep is going to be as clean as possible. This even includes the wheels and like the underside of the car, just to eliminate any dust or dirt coming into our clean PPF base. When we started wrapping this car, it was the first one that we did of the G87 series. So for us it was kind of finding our way around this new design language of BMW, which is quite challenging to wrap, which you will see in the rest of this video. We started with the sides of the car, the rocker panels and the doors, because they are quite familiar. The rest of the car is completely different. The rocker panels on this new BMW are massive. And since the car goes from gloss to stealth, we want to cover every single bit of it. Hence why we made some small design changes to the patterns that are pretty good already, but we extended certain areas so we can cover the areas very thoroughly and tuck the film underneath the rubbers and make the film pretty much invisible and make it look like this is a frozen paint job of BMW rather than a wrap. The bumpers on this car are the most challenging part. So the front bumper exists out of 5 separate pieces that need to be joined together seamlessly in order to make a clean install, and that is especially important on a stealth car and even more so on a white stealth car, because the edges of the film is the only place where you can see that the car is being wrapped rather than it being original paint. Normally rear bumpers exist out of 1 piece and they're fairly easy, but if you look at the video you will see the shapes that this bumper has, and it's something that we haven't come across before. It's BMW's new design language. It's very refreshing, very new, but very challenging for us to wrap. So this particular rear bumper exists out of 2 separate pieces. The hard thing about it is the joint line is in the middle of the bumper. It's got to be completely butted up in order to make it invisible. This took quite a bit of time and a bit of precision, but I don't mind a bit of a challenge in a wrap, but this one was definitely one of the harder wraps of 2023. I'm wondering if someone is ever going to make a revision on this car, on this rear bumper. I don't think you can, because this bit is just too rounded to do out of 1 piece. I'd love to see someone bulk this car, because they're going to have a challenge. Bulk wrap this in stealth? Oh, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see someone struggle on that. Here on the front fenders, we've extended the back end and the top end of the PPF just to give it that clean install. So there's no lines visible on the film. It just tucks completely in. It's completely invisible. It even tucks into the front fender, like the wheel arch, pretty much. So you can't, even there, the paint is protected with PPF. So for the 3/4 panel, we remove certain things that are going to be in our way for wrapping. So we remove the fuel cap and we remove this little strip here at the top of the roof. That way we can wrap all the way around the roof and tuck the Stealth PPF all the way in. So it's literally a seamless finish. You can't even feel that there's film on the car. And plus on top of that it gives a full protection. So like there's no chance that this paint is ever going to get damaged, or at least not damaged to a degree where the paint will chip. Taking off the fuel cap allows us to work the film all the way inside the fuel cap. This means that there's no visible line on the outside or inside, and we can even tuck it inside the rubbers on the inside of the fuel cap, making the film practically invisible. This car was not only in for a PPF job, but also for some carbon fiber goodies. It received carbon fiber mirror caps, carbon fiber ducts in the front bumper, and a carbon fiber rear spoiler and rear diffuser. As those are gloss bits, we protected them with XPEL Fusion to still give them the protection that they need. Since most of these carbon fiber bits didn't have patterns available in the system, we made custom patterns for them. So we made custom patterns for the rear spoiler and for the rear diffuser, which we have digitized as well. So they're available now for us to redo them on any car that comes in again. In order for us to make templates, we use a cap sheet, which allows us to see the actual shape of the pattern underneath. We use a Sharpie, actually it's very easy to get to draw the outside line of the pattern. Once we've drawn that out and it all seems alright, we take that pattern to the cutting table and we cut it out of PPF. That way we can overlay it exactly onto the pattern and work it down. And after that we can always digitize it. We don't always have time for that, but we try to digitize our pattern so we can make it perfect in Adobe Illustrator or any of those programs. So apart from the outside of this car, we also protected the interior of this car, which is the center console bit with the carbon fiber over here, there, and this strip, and the full interior screen. I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit more in-depth video about us wrapping the car, and I'll see you in the next one.